welcome back to Shimpling Park Farm and a happy new year. Well, it's been properly wintry. Traditionally, January, bizarrely, can be one of the driest months in East Anglia, but this year we have had a huge amount of rain alongside these beautiful, sharp, crisp mornings. Sadly, it's not cold enough to do any field work, which would need a bit of a harder frost, but it's given us lots of time to look at these lovely hunting barn owls who are enjoying the scruffy bits of the farm. George, Cameron and Lily have had a great day doing their all-terrain vehicle refresher course. This keeps them up to speed with the new regulations and it helps them get the best out of the vehicle, as well as preventing bad habits or dangerous habits forming. Once qualified, they have a refresher at least once every 5 years.
Put on the brake and then just kind of use the revs to keep it up just a little bit, so you kind of work the two things together.
Anything last night?
Yeah. Nearly an inch of rain now. Not again.
Never seen the ditches run so high.
No.
These poles mark where our land drains are. And listen, they're really running today. Extraordinary amounts of water. Even on fields which have got a really good organic matter. Oh, it's a cold and frosty morning. Hello, girls. You may remember from the diary way back in the summer that this is the haylage that we made when we had lots of grass, ready for use in the winter when there is much less grass. It's beginning to snow today, so Lily's coming to pick up some bales and feed the ewes. It's quite like hay, except it's wrapped in a recyclable plastic so that it slightly ferments. I wish you could smell it, it's really sweet. It's really muddy now, isn't it, Bill?
Very much.
So how many bales are these sheep having a day now?
Some fields with 4 ring feeders in. I like the bale spikes, but I also like the bale squeeze.
What's the difference between a bale squeeze and a bale spike?
The bale squeeze squeezes it so you don't puncture the plastic, and bale spike punctures the plastic. You carry more with the bale spike. It's technically a muck grab though.
So it's due to snow tonight, so Lily's going to make sure they've got lots of haylage. And these are some of the ewes, the lady sheep, who are in principle all pregnant. Or you're waiting for supper. There you go, ladies. I love it. While these ones are tucking in, these ones absolutely know that their bale is coming, so they're just sort of queuing up and waiting. Is that lovely, girls? Do you enjoy working with sheep?
Yeah, I love them.
The evenings are getting lighter. What time?
Dark by now.
So this was one of the fields that we looked at lots of times in last year's diary, where we grew a crop of wheat that did really well.
What we did with the field after harvest, we just took a cultivator through it, and I've left it sort of rough, but also made it germinate a few weeds which produce a little bit of a ground cover. As soon as it's dry enough, in probably early March, late March, we will cultivate it once or twice and then sow it with a crop of spring oats.
Will the cultivation kill the weeds?
Yes, that's the idea.
We've also been finishing planting our third field of agroforestry. This is where we're planting trees and alleyways that we're going to plant our crops in between. So we've got a timber crop and an arable or sheep crop growing on the same field. There's more on this agroforestry project on the farm diary of a few weeks ago. Some of the feedback from that pointed out that you should try and keep the stakes below the top of the guard. This stops the voles running up and jumping down the guard, killing the tree and dying inside it. So here Chris is going round and chopping them down because we can't hammer them in any further.
3 left.
3 sticks, 3,500 trees.
Pretty good.
How are you feeling about your agroforestry now?
Good. Final day. Final push. It's looking really good, really exciting. It's actually gone in a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. You just got to get the system right, teamwork right, and you can get it done pretty quickly.
Well, thank you for joining us on this first diary entry of the new year. We hope to be scanning the ewes very shortly to see who's got carrying twins or singles or even triplets. So we look forward to seeing you next time.